Sammy the Bull has been outdone by a dude from Louisiana.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
He
one
bigger than
thing.
Sammy the Bull. Yeah, he bigger than Sammy the Bull. He got more than Sammy the Bull.
Why, this Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. Terrance Williams. Okay, I got the legendary Sammy the Bull in the building. Thank you for joining me, man.
My pleasure, bro.
Okay, let's jump right into this. Okay, my first question to you is, when did, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right, Cosa Nostra stop becoming a way of life for you?
When in 1990, I went to prison with John Gotti, and in 91, he literally was selling me out. So I flipped and walked away from the life, from him and the life, and I walked away, and I never went back. So I came out to Arizona, stood here for a while, about 4.5 years after I got out of the first prison bit, which was a 5-year prison bit. And I got pinched again. I got a 20-year prison bit. After 17 years, 7 months, I got out in 2017. And I started, my son put me onto this social media stuff, and I went Hollywood, bro.
That's cool, man. Or how did you feel when John Gotti said, these guys take a fall for me?
Yeah, when you're brothers and we get pinched, me and you brothers, the enemy's the other side. We don't give each other up. Nobody takes a fall for nobody. We fight together, we win together, or we lose together. You don't tell me to take a fucking fall while you can go home. That same is, to me, that's the same thing as cooperating with them. Me and you broke up and you joined the other side?
Right.
Okay. So once you do that bullshit with me, bro, I'm on the other side too. Fuck
it. Okay. Frankie Boy or Frankie Cali. Okay, he was knocked off in 2019. All right, behind what is presented as a conspiracy theory. Now, the killer believed the mob boss was an agent for Donald Trump. And they went to his house to arrest him, but he resisted and he was killed. Now, the mannerism of his death, was that a black eye for the Gambino family?
No, I don't think so. From what I understand, the kid was a bug job. He was a screw job. He was going out with Frank Cali's niece, and Frank Cali sent him a message, didn't want him going out with her. And he came back a little stoned, a little whacked out, and they had words, and he shot him, killed him. I didn't hear anything about Trump, but so that's probably just a conspiracy theory. But there was more or less a bullshit thing like that. So it wasn't a black eye for us. Shit like that happens. You come out of the neighborhood, you got kids in there that are whack jobs and shooting people for nothing. And I think that's what wound up happening. Same thing for us.
Okay. Okay, well, what do you miss the most about being in the mob?
The mob to me was a brotherhood and a secret society. So I really did love a lot of guys who were part of it. So, and I still miss them. But a lot of them, believe it or not, wound up leaving the thing. And a lot of people understood why I left. So I still have a lot of friends in that neighborhood, in the mob, if you want to call it that. That's good enough. But they understood what time it was and why they were blaming John because you don't do that to your friend. So, and now I've changed my life, went in a different direction. I worry more about my personal family than the mob itself and friends. Brian Glaze is a good friend of mine, and he talked to me about you. You seem to be a good guy, and I hope that we become friends. And so I care. This is what I care about now. Life now, going forward. You know, I did 22 years of my life in prison, and I'm done with it.
Okay, that's good. I like to hear that. Now, if there was one thing you could change, what would it be?
What would it be in this day and age right now? Men are changing. Women, they're becoming women. I don't know what the fuck is going on no more, but I don't know what it would be to change. I would change. I would love to be a little younger. You know,
Okay.
I'm 78 now, so I would like to be. I wish I was
Wow.
48. So I always was in good shape. I kept myself in good shape in prison, out of prison. When I came out, even now, I go to the gym every day. I don't do too much, little push-ups, sit-ups, a little curls with, 10-pound things, nothing major, but I keep myself in decent shape. But I wish I was 48.
So hold up. Push-ups, man. How many push-ups you could do?
I could do more than you, bro.
Well, listen,
Don't be
we're
pushing
gonna
it.
have to have a challenge. I'm not about to. I'm 48, and I'm not about to let you outdo me with the push-ups, man.
All right. I
Yeah, we're
could
gonna get it
I could do about 30, 40, 50. I said, I don't know, somewhere in that area.
straight.
Straight.
Oh yeah, you might got me. I got. Yeah, I didn't fell off with that, man.
Now, if
Okay, let me.
if I got a good looking girl under me, I can maybe do 60, 70 push ups.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I might get up to 10 then. Um, let me ask you this. Now I noticed, from your time back when you was in the game. See, the new word now, what our culture use is stepper. You a stepper, meaning like, you know how you all like, okay, we gangsters. So we use the word stepper in our community to say that he's a tough guy. You know, back then you all use like 38s, whatever. Now they got these. How you feel about these new guns, F and N's and Dracos?
I never heard of those, but I used the 38, 357 Magnum, a double barrel shotgun with double O buck Magnum in it. I mean, you could stop a truck with that shit. So I don't think you need anything more than that, you know. We don't shoot from a distance. We shoot when we're real up close. So, we're not good at taking, humans ain't good at taking lead. You know that. You get hit, you're going down, you get hit in the head, it's over.
Yeah, you're right. Now, let's go back to when you was 21.
Well,
Okay?
yeah, I'm here, I'm there.
Okay, when you was 21, you was living a life of crime, correct?
Yeah, I was in the life of crime my whole life.
All right. Now, you're 21 years old, and when I was 21 years old, who you think was the toughest?
Between me and you,
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard about your fucking track record, bro. I think you double. I think you double. I think you're the real Sammy the Bull.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, it's a guy was on Vlad and he made mockery of me. He said, man, he the black Sammy the Bull. Yeah, he said that about me, man. So I was like, you know what? When people criticize me, I don't run from it, I run to it. So you know what? Let me go out and reach out to the real Sammy the Bull and let them know, yeah, man, I'm making friends in high places now.
That's
Um,
that's good.
okay, I got one more.
I'm making some moves in Hollywood. I'm making some big moves, and we're talking about Sammy the Bull's crime stories, and it'll be on a TV type of thing. So, and I know a lot of people with crime stories. So if you have a story when we're done, someday we're friends, just send me your history, your life story, or something, and we could do a mini series about you. And and I'm sure hearing about you, everything I heard, there's going to be some real good stories if you're interested.
Of course, I'm interested, man. Listen. I'm like you. I done left the life of crime. I have a nonprofit. I reach out to the at-risk youth. So I actually wrote the book on my life story. I got the script already written. We having a casting call on the 29th and the 30th of this month. But I would love to hook because I need to get in Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm opening doors. I've been opening doors. I've been doing this for about 4.5, maybe 5 years now. September, I'll be out of prison 6. So I got out. I didn't know what time it was. I got out almost 18 years. I didn't know what the fuck these computers and phones. One time even the YouTube didn't exist at that time. So I was starting. My son put me into this stuff. I started doing it. I like it. I got a good team. Anna, your people are in touch with Anna. She's my number one. And and she's a really smart girl and smart. I got a good team. So it took a little while to put it together. And that's what it takes. So I enjoy what I'm doing now. And I can make some money with it. And I'm not going back to jail that way too. And I'm not hurting nobody. So it's a better way of life now.
Okay, well, I got one more question before we get out of here. What advice do you have for someone looking to join the mob?
Well, when you join the mob, or I know about black ghettos. I mean, out of New York and stuff like that. When you join any kind of mob or gang like that, you're gonna wear the government around you, law enforcement, state, organized crime people, federal people. You're a target. Now, when you make a mistake, you're going to go to jail, and you're going to go to jail for a lot of years. And so I would say there's a lot of ways to make money. Like I said, Brian Glaze has become a friend of mine. He's changed his life. He's doing the right thing. You're doing the same thing. There's a lot of money to be made. You don't have to go to prison. You don't have to do certain things. Enjoy life. Outside freedom is a beautiful thing. You know that once you went to prison. You know that once somebody's telling you when to eat, when to go to sleep, when to take a shit, when to do this and to do that. You're not like that. I'm not like that. That's not something we enjoy. Then there's all bullshit in prison. So freedom is big. It's important. You could enjoy that on the outside. Keep your life straight and clean and do the right thing. And you could still be a man. You don't have to be in a gang or a mob. You could be a man's man.
Wow, I like that, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Of course, we're gonna have to build on this relationship because you're moving in the direction I need to be going in. Because I love money, As long as they print money, I'm gonna get me some money. But thank you, man. And we're gonna try to have you on here again because I like how you're talking right now. But
I appreciate that. And yes, we're gonna become friends. And if I could help you, I will. And that's what I do. I'm actually working on prison reform, because I know when I was in prison, there's tons of guys in there who are doing long time for small things, drugs and bullshit, doing life sentences, all kinds of stuff. And it's unfair. And most of those guys, like yourself, you're a tough guy. You're a gangster. That's from what I know. And you're a good guy. You can come out and change your life and do the right thing. You need that opportunity. And you need the opportunity to get your rights back where you can vote. You could do certain things just like everybody else. And, one thing I tell all my black friends, I say, they got us with this racial bullshit that they use that for us to argue and fight because they don't want us to be friends and be close and be tight. So while they're robbing everybody, the government, they want to keep us fighting with all this bullshit. So if we wake up one day and say, listen, there's people I don't like. Now, I don't give a shit whether they're black, white, Hispanic, brown, purple. I don't care what color they are. Some people I don't like. But some people I like, I don't care what color they are either. So all of that racial stuff or garbage that they feed us, they don't want us to be together. Once we're together and we're walking like brothers and sisters like we're supposed to be, all them years in prison, I went on visits. I met people's wives, their mom, baby's mama, their shorty. I mean, all that stuff, and real good people, nice people. I saw their kids, and I have good relationships with a lot of people, and a lot of those people should be out of prison. So I work on prison reform with people and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I work on a bunch of projects.